Trapped on a train, more than 140 passengers aboard the Amtrak Wolverine from Chicago to Detroit saw a 5-hour trip turn into 13 grueling hours.
And most of the delays were not mechanical, but human errors and preventable. 7 investigator Jim Kurtzner is live at the Amtrak station in Dearborn. Jim, what happened?
Well, Heather, I can tell you Amtrak confirms that a lot of this is because they had to replace crew members while the train was in the middle of the route from Chicago to here in Dearborn and Detroit. And get this, it happened not just once, not just twice, but how many times?
So we had actually 4 crews on this trip.
Amtrak confirms this train was first delayed 2.5 hours leaving Chicago because of an engine problem. That was at 7 o'clock last night, Michigan time. Then a 1-hour delay to fix a frozen track switch in western Michigan. But the biggest delays were because of crew members. They had to be switched out.
It was panicky because we sat for 6 hours at one point waiting for a crew.
And during that overnight ordeal in the dark, passengers were left clueless.
The PA system wasn't working, so they weren't communicating with us.
It turns out one replacement crew had to make their own long trip to get to the train.
Just left us on the siding until they got somebody from Port Huron. Yeah, which was 200 miles away.
These are pictures of some of the 140 people trapped on the train for some 13 hours. We talked with one on the phone in the middle of it all.
The people are very upset, but they're holding up. It's not the weather, not the switches, and it's not any of that.
Bill Lambert of Ann Arbor says some crew members on the train knew how to keep passengers in the holiday spirit.
The crew got us some McDonald's sandwiches and stuff, so the crew members are very, very good.
So the message from the passengers goes to Amtrak management. Make it your New Year's resolution to not let this happen again.
I was the DOT manager for a company,
Okay.
and you have to manage your hours of service. That's just it.
Now, some of those passengers tell me they love the train and they'll still ride it in spite of this. Others say this is the end of the line for them. That Wolverine goes up to Pontiac, turns around, heads back to Chicago. I just checked inside. It's on a 4.5-hour delay just leaving the station here in Dearborn. Live in Dearborn, Jim Kurtzner, 7 Action News.
All right, Jim, thank you for the live report. Boy, that